The National Electrical Code, or NEC, doesn't have a section that directly says whether you can or cannot use tape or adhesive to secure electrical boxes to trailer walls. However, there are some general rules that might apply. Article 314.24 A1 requires that electrical boxes be securely fastened to a solid surface. Article 330.15 It requires that raceways and boxes installed on surfaces that are not readily accessible be securely fastened. Even though the NEC doesn't specifically forbid using tape or adhesive, the main idea is to make sure electrical boxes are securely fastened so they don't come loose and cause electrical problems. If the snap lock design of the trailer walls makes it hard to use regular methods for securing electrical boxes, using tape or adhesive might be acceptable if certain conditions are met. Firstly, the tape or adhesive needs to be strong enough to hold the electrical box in place without it loosening or shifting. Secondly, the tape or adhesive must be compatible with the materials of both the trailer walls and the electrical boxes. Thirdly, the electrical boxes must be installed in a way that provides proper support and doesn't put too much stress on the tape or adhesive. To make sure you're following the NEC and keeping things safe, here are some recommendations. Firstly, talk to the trailer manufacturer or an experienced electrician to see if using tape or adhesive is a good idea for your specific situation. Secondly, choose a tape or adhesive that's made for electrical installations and meets the performance requirements mentioned earlier. Thirdly, follow the manufacturer's instructions for how to properly apply the tape or adhesive. Fourthly, regularly check the installation to make sure the electrical boxes are still secure. By following these recommendations, you can help reduce the risks that might come with using tape or adhesive to secure electrical boxes in a mobile medical trailer. When choosing an adhesive, consider its long-term performance in varying temperatures and humidity levels. Mobile trailers can be exposed to extreme conditions, so the adhesive must maintain its bond integrity. Also, consider the weight of the electrical box and any connected wiring. The adhesive should have a sufficient shear strength to support the load without creeping or failing over time. Compatibility is not just about the initial bond. Ensure that the adhesive will not degrade the materials of the box or the trailer wall over time. Some adhesives can cause certain plastics to become brittle or corrode metals. Check the adhesive specifications for any warnings about material compatibility. Proper surface preparation is also important for a strong and lasting bond. Clean the surfaces of both the electrical box and the trailer wall to remove any dirt, grease, or other contaminants. Use a suitable solvent or cleaner recommended by the adhesive manufacturer. Abrading the surfaces slightly can also improve adhesion by creating a rougher texture for the adhesive to grip. Consider the ease of future maintenance and repairs. If an electrical box needs to be replaced or rewired, how easy will it be to remove the adhesive? Some adhesives are very difficult to remove, which can damage the trailer wall or the electrical box. Look for adhesives that offer a balance of strong adhesion and reasonable removability. Another factor to consider is the flammability and toxicity of the adhesive. Choose an adhesive that is UL listed or otherwise certified for electrical applications. These adhesives have been tested to meet certain safety standards, including flammability, electrical conductivity, and toxicity. Ensure that the adhesive is applied in a well-ventilated area and follow all safety precautions recommended by the manufacturer. When installing the electrical boxes, avoid placing undue stress on the adhesive. Make sure the wiring is properly supported and does not pull on the box. Use strain relief connectors to prevent the wires from being pulled out of the box. If necessary, provide additional support for the box by using straps or brackets. Regular inspections are crucial to identify any potential problems early on. Check the electrical boxes periodically to make sure they are still securely attached. Look for any signs of loosening, shifting, or adhesive failure. If you find any problems, take corrective action immediately. This might involve reapplying the adhesive, adding additional support, or replacing the electrical box. Documentation is also important. Keep a record of the type of adhesive used, the date of installation, and any inspections or maintenance performed. This information can be helpful for future repairs or modifications. Consult with local electrical inspectors to get their opinion on the use of tape or adhesive in your specific application. They may have additional requirements or recommendations based on local codes and practices. Consider using a combination of adhesive and mechanical fasteners for added security. For example, you could use adhesive to hold the electrical box in place and then use a few screws or rivets to provide additional support. This approach can provide a more robust and reliable installation. When selecting electrical boxes for use with adhesive, choose boxes that have a smooth, flat surface for the adhesive to bond to. Avoid boxes with textured or uneven surfaces, as these can reduce the bond strength. Also, make sure the boxes are made of a material that is compatible with the adhesive. Consider the environmental conditions that the trailer will be exposed to. If the trailer will be used in areas with high humidity, salt spray, or other corrosive elements, choose an adhesive and electrical boxes that are resistant to these conditions. In addition to the NEC, there may be other applicable standards or regulations that you need to comply with. For example, if the trailer is being used for medical purposes, it may need to meet certain requirements related to electrical safety and patient care equipment. It is important to be aware of all applicable requirements and to ensure that your installation complies with them. The choice of adhesive will depend on several factors, including the type of materials being bonded, the environmental conditions, and the required strength and durability. Some common types of adhesives that are used for electrical applications include epoxy adhesives, polyurethane adhesives, and acrylic adhesives. Epoxy adhesives are known for their high strength and resistance to chemicals and heat. They are a good choice for applications where a strong, permanent bond is required. Polyurethane adhesives are flexible and resistant to impact and vibration. They are a good choice for applications where the bond needs to be able to withstand movement or stress. Acrylic adhesives are versatile and easy to use. They are a good choice for applications where a moderate strength bond is required and where ease of application is important. When selecting an adhesive, be sure to read the manufacturer's specifications carefully and choose one that is appropriate for your specific application. Consider using a primer or surface activator to improve adhesion. Primers and surface activators can help to clean the surface, improve the bond strength, and protect the bond from environmental degradation. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for applying the primer or surface activator. Use the correct amount of adhesive. Too little adhesive can result in a weak bond, while too much adhesive can create a mess and make it difficult to remove the electrical box in the future. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for applying the adhesive. Apply the adhesive evenly to both surfaces being bonded. This will help to ensure a strong, consistent bond. Clamp or support the electrical box while the adhesive is curing. This will help to prevent the box from shifting or moving during the curing process. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for the curing time. Do not disturb the electrical box until the adhesive has fully cured. Once the adhesive has cured, inspect the bond to make sure it is strong and secure. Look for any signs of voids, gaps, or other defects. If you find any problems, take corrective action immediately. Regular maintenance is essential to ensure that the electrical boxes remain securely attached over time. Inspect the boxes periodically to check for any signs of loosening, shifting, or adhesive failure. If you find any problems, take corrective action immediately. Keep a record of all inspections and maintenance performed. This will help you to track the performance of the adhesive and identify any potential problems early on. If you are not comfortable performing the installation yourself, hire a qualified electrician to do the work. A qualified electrician will have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the installation is done safely and correctly. In addition to the considerations mentioned above, there are a few other things to keep in mind when using tape or adhesive to secure electrical boxes in mobile medical trailers. Firstly, make sure that the tape or adhesive is compatible with the type of wiring that you are using. Some types of tape or adhesive can damage the insulation on electrical wires, which can create a safety hazard. Secondly, be careful not to over-tighten the screws or clamps that are used to secure the electrical box. Over-tightening can damage the box or the trailer wall. Thirdly, if you are using a metal electrical box, make sure that it is properly grounded. Grounding helps to protect against electrical shock. Fourthly, be sure to follow all applicable codes and regulations. The NEC and other codes and regulations provide specific requirements for electrical installations. Following these requirements will help to ensure that the installation is safe and compliant. The selection of the proper electrical box is paramount. Consider the cubic inch capacity needed based on the number and size of conductors entering the box, referring to NEC section 314.16. Ensure the box is listed for the intended use and environment. If the trailer is subject to vibration, select boxes designed to withstand such conditions. Metal boxes, when properly grounded, offer better protection against electromagnetic interference, which is crucial in a medical environment where sensitive electronic equipment is used. Non-metallic boxes offer corrosion resistance, but may require additional grounding means for metallic components within the box. Consider the ease of access to the boxes for future maintenance and modifications. While adhesives can provide a strong bond, they can also make it difficult to remove or reposition the boxes later. Explore options like removable or repositionable adhesives, or consider using a combination of adhesives and mechanical fasteners for more flexible installation. When using adhesives, always follow the manufacturer's instructions regarding surface preparation, application techniques, and curing times. Proper surface preparation is essential for achieving a strong and durable bond. This may involve cleaning the surfaces with a solvent, braiding them to create a rougher texture, or applying a primer to improve adhesion. During application, ensure that the adhesive is evenly distributed and that there are no air bubbles or voids. Clamping or supporting the box during curing can help to maintain proper alignment and prevent movement. Remember that electrical work in mobile medical trailers is subject to strict regulations and codes. It is essential to consult with qualified professionals and local authorities to ensure that all installations comply with applicable requirements. Neglecting these requirements can lead to safety hazards, equipment malfunctions, and legal liabilities. Consider the long-term effects of the adhesive on the trailer walls. Some adhesives may react with the wall material over time, causing discoloration, degradation, or weakening. Choose an adhesive that is specifically designed for use with the wall material and that is resistant to the effects of aging, temperature changes, and humidity. Also, consider the impact of the adhesive on the resale value of the trailer. If the adhesive is difficult to remove or if it damages the walls, it may reduce the trailer's value. Choose an adhesive that is removable or that can be easily repaired if necessary. When running wires to the electrical boxes, be sure to use the correct size and type of wire for the application. Refer to NEC Table 310.16 for ampacity ratings of conductors. Use appropriate wiring methods, such as flexible metal conduit or cable, to protect the wires from damage. Secure the wires properly to prevent them from pulling on the electrical boxes or creating strain on the connections. Also, be mindful of the potential for electromagnetic interference. In a medical environment, it is important to minimize interference with sensitive electronic equipment. Use shielded cables and properly ground all metal components to reduce interference. The NEC mandates that all electrical work be performed in a neat and workmanlike manner, as stated in section 110.12. This includes proper labeling of circuits, clean and organized wiring, and secure mounting of electrical components. Adhering to this requirement not only enhances safety and reliability but also facilitates future maintenance and troubleshooting. When using adhesives to secure electrical boxes, ensure that the boxes are properly aligned and level. Misaligned or unlevel boxes can create an unprofessional appearance and may also put stress on the wiring connections. Use the level and measuring tape to ensure accurate placement of the boxes. Consider the use of temporary supports or jigs to hold the boxes in place while the adhesive cures. These supports can help to maintain proper alignment and prevent movement during the curing process. Remember that electrical work in mobile medical trailers is a critical aspect of patient safety and must be performed with utmost care and attention to detail. Consult with experienced professionals and follow all applicable codes and regulations to ensure safe and reliable installation. Consider the potential for future modifications or upgrades to the electrical system. Choose an adhesive and mounting method that will allow for easy removal or repositioning of the electrical boxes if needed. Also, consider the availability of spare parts and components. Ensure that you can easily obtain replacement boxes, adhesives, and other materials if necessary. When selecting electrical boxes, consider the type of devices that will be installed in them. Different devices may require different types of boxes. For example, some devices may require deeper boxes or boxes with specific mounting features. Choose boxes that are compatible with the devices that you will be using. The NEC provides detailed requirements for the installation of electrical boxes in different locations and applications. Be sure to consult the NEC and follow all applicable requirements. Also, be aware of any local codes or regulations that may apply. Consider the use of surge protection devices to protect sensitive electronic equipment from voltage spikes. Surge protection devices can be installed at the main electrical panel or at individual electrical boxes. The location within Illinois is a reminder of varying weather conditions. Consider that the freeze and thaw cycles could weaken adhesive bonds over time, necessitating more frequent inspections and the potential to move to mechanical fasteners. Consider the risk if there is a failure of the adhesive. What is the risk to human life? What is the risk to the equipment in the trailer? If there is a risk of either, mechanical mounting should be considered.